Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing day 4 of my series 5 Days 1 Palette featuring the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think when a lot of people see this palette they see orange and red and fuchsia, but this is very much an everyday palette, so I wanted to show you guys that you can wear this in the morning for your board meeting or in the evening when you're getting cocktails with your girlfriend. I was so inspired by the versatility in this palette, so I really wanted to show you guys a week's worth of looks that you could actually wear to work. I am on my way to work in a little bit, so I'm not going to be filming my entire face, just my eyes. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching because it's up next. I made that face because I accidentally put on more eyeshadow primer than I intended, but of course I'm using my Milani eyeshadow primer that I always use, and it retails for like $7, so if I squirt out a little bit too much, it's okay because it's not that expensive. I'm taking off a little bit of that primer with my finger because sometimes with eyeshadow primer, when you leave too much of it in one spot, your eyeshadow can be a lot thicker there than in other spaces, and you just don't really want eyeshadow to be thick in spaces where you didn't intend it to be, so I always try and clean it up with my finger if I can't get it with my brush. Now I am blending out my favorite transition color, burnt orange, with a fluffy shading brush, and this brush is actually by Sonia Kashuk, which is a Target brand. I'm taking raw sienna on a small fluffy blending brush by e.l.f. and I'm just putting that all over my lid and up into my crease. Raw sienna is a cool toned brown, and so I haven't been using it as my transition shade, unlike burnt orange, but I really like raw sienna, and I kind of got frustrated with that e.l.f. brush, so I'm just using my fingers instead. I love using my finger to increase the opacity of a color when I feel like a brush isn't reaching some spaces quite as well, but a brush is really great for blending, and so I'm going back in with my crease. And now I'm using Cypress Umber in a little corner of my eye just to add a somewhat darkened effect so that it just has a little bit more depth. Raw sienna and burnt orange are really pretty on their own, but Cypress Umber just makes it a little bit more dimensional. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm being so light-handed with this color because I would really rather build up as opposed to having to take away. So I'm trying to be as light-handed as possible. On my left eye, I got a little bit carried away, so I just closed my palette, and now I'm just blending so that it doesn't look like Cypress Umber is taking over the eye, because I don't want this to look like an evening look. I just want it to look like a daytime look with a little bit more depth. I'm drawing on my winged liner now with my NYX gel liner and smudger, and I'm doing a winged liner, of course, and so I just drew the outer line from the bottom of my lower lash line, and then I connected it to a line from my top lash line. And I'm tracing the top of my lash line with that black liner, and then I'm going to go in there and fill in my wing so that it has a nice pointy little effect. I tried not to make it too thick this time, and this right eye really turned out well, but the left eye I had quite a little bit of time with. I always struggle when I'm doing the eyeliner on my left eye because I'm right-handed, and so I have to spend a lot more time and attention on it. I'm trying to make sure that my eyeliner looks as symmetrical as possible, so I'm just going to even it up as much as I can and then check in the mirror to make sure that it looks okay. So now I'm applying my lipstick, which is a liquid matte lipstick by Colourpop in the color Beeper, and I'm just trying to be extra careful because of my really exaggerated Cupid's bow. I always try and make like an X, and then I just fill in from the X. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys have an exaggerated Cupid's bow and how you apply your lipstick. I would really love to hear what you guys do as your technique. This lipstick color is so interesting because sometimes it looks brown and sometimes it looks kind of plum, just depending on which way the light is hitting it. But I really love this color to go with the brown eyeshadow that I'm wearing. This eyeliner that I'm using right now is from the Indian shop where I go to get my eyebrows threaded, and I have no idea what brand it is or what it's made of, but I just know that it's really pigmented and I love it, so I'm using it. So I'm in between eyelash extension refills at the moment, and my eyelashes are looking kind of sparse, so I'm going to be putting on my falsies, and I wanted to show you guys a quick little clip of like how I put them on, and it's really simple. I'm going to be doing a video, but I thought you guys should see what exactly I'm doing here. That's it for day 4. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Maybe even share it with a friend because that would be super cool. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!